Peace and riches blessings. I am Michael B. Beckwith, the host of Take Back Your Mind. Peace and blessings. I'm Michael B. Beckwith, the founder of the Agape International Spiritual Center. Today, Life Question of the Week. I thank all of you in advance for sending in your questions. You help many, many people. Let's answer one right now. Our first letter comes from India. That's not the place, that's the person's name. I recently got out of a relationship. In the past, I was a huge people pleaser and would let people walk all over me and my boundaries without speaking up for myself. I know in my heart that leaving that relationship was healthy and a respectful thing to do for me. But I want to know how I can become more comfortable making and standing in uncomfortable decisions when I was raised to believe that my needs should come last to everyone else's. Thank you so much. It's very difficult to pour from an empty cup. And so if you're always operating from the consciousness of taking care of other people first before you take care of you, you end up burning out. You end up becoming a martyr. Look how tired I am. Look how I don't have enough money. Look, I don't have enough time for myself because I've helped all these people. And so you have to take care of yourself first. That's called self-love and appreciation. It is not egocentricity. It is a deep love for your own precious life, a one-of-a-kind, unrepeatable, nominal idea in the heart mind of the infinite. You're here to cultivate a level of love for it and a level of appreciation for yourself, so you take care of yourself first. You remember what they say in the airplane, if something goes wrong, you put your own air mask on first, your own oxygen mask on first, before you help the child, before you help someone else. It's the same way in life. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. You meditate in the morning. You have a good meal or a good smoothie. You take care of the body. You do what you need to do for yourself first. Now, how do you become comfortable in making these kind of tough decisions? You became very strong when you left that relationship. Something within you got activated, and though it was tough, you did it. So I want you to fall in love with that part of yourself that had the courage to leave that relationship. Your boundaries were being smashed and crossed over. You weren't being taken care of, and you said it was the most respectful thing to do. It was healthy and respectful. It was respectful to you. Now that person exists. That's you. And so what you want to do is come back to that individual, you, that made that respectful and healthy decision and integrate with that person. Just sit. Talk to India. Have a conversation with India. Have a conversation until there's an integration. So going forward in life, who you were in terms of releasing this relationship in a very healthy and respectful way is who you are. It's not a one-off. So if you combine self-love and appreciation with the embracing of that part of yourself, which did a very healthy and respectful thing, which is an emanation of who you are, you will be the person you want to be. Boundaries will not be crossed. People will not disrespect you. You won't run out and try to people please. You'll take care of yourself. Doesn't mean you won't be compassionate, kind, generous. Help folks that need help if in fact they come across your path or if someone assists, but it won't be to the detriment of your own health and vitality. You're not here to be a martyr. You're here to activate your potential to share your gifts. India, peace and blessings to you. I think you may have helped a lot of people. Have a beautiful and bright day. We have the second question. Our next letter comes from Patrick. Patrick is hailing from Long Island, New York. Patrick's a young man. He says, I am 23 years old and approaching my second year in sobriety. Spirituality, developing a spiritual practice, including meditation, reflective journaling, mindful eating, exercise, and creative expression has come to the forefront of my life as I attempt to find balance between my mind, body, and spirit. However, I can't help but feel that I'm chasing enlightenment, as if I'm trying to force it upon myself, which feels counterproductive. Sometimes it feels like I'm just going through the motions and going down my spiritual checklist for the sake of saying I did all that I need to do, which can take the presence and love out of it and turn it into a chore. My question is, how can I reinvigorate my spiritual practice and cultivate the motivation to do so in a manner which aligns with a deep love for myself? And also, how can I stop chasing profound spiritual experiences? I've had a couple of moments where I felt a presence beyond my usual state of consciousness and was filled with unconditional love for and unity with all those around me, which brought me to tears. But these feelings fade, and I'm washed over by the mundanity of my daily worries, fears, insecurities, and desires. I cling unto these experiences and try to duplicate them, but to no avail. Any advice or input would be greatly appreciated. This is a good question. It's two parts. So you're correct. You're not here to chase enlightenment. I often teach, you enter into the temple of enlightenment with the awareness that you're already enlightened. And what you're doing is removing the obscurations, the hindrances, the obstacles that are preventing you from seeing who you are. So you're not chasing enlightenment. You're already enlightened. You're already who you are. You can't be any more spiritual than you are today. What you're doing is you're releasing hindrances so that you can see you. So you're not chasing. You're sitting. And then every time you sit in these practices that you mentioned, which are good practices, your meditation, your journaling, your mindful eating, your exercise, your creative expression, you enter into all of these modalities always as if you're doing it for the first time. So you're staying very present with this. It's your first time. So that it's not just rote, something just to get through. Now, of course, there are fallow days. There are certain days where you just feel blah. You still do it. It still has benefits. And there's certain days you feel very exhilarated about it. You just become conscious of those particular emotional feeling tones without judging them. If one day it feels like rote, you just notice, oh, that felt like rote. Who's noticing? The enlightened part. One day it feels like, ooh, this is exciting, this is exhilarating. Who's noticing? The awakened part. After a while, you become more identified with that which is watching rather than the up and downness of the mentally and emotional body that goes up and down based on the thought forms that is inhabiting it at that particular time. I coined a word a number of years ago. It's becoming kind of popular these days. And the word is blisscipline. It comes from discipline. Discipline comes from disciple. What is a disciple? A disciple is someone who loves something. And because of their love, they develop certain practices around what they love. A person may love music, and they become a disciple of learning how to play an instrument. Someone may love dance and may become a disciple, a student of choreography. Someone may love beauty and may become a disciple of building homes and works of art. And that love creates a discipline. And there are periods when you're going through that, it feels rote. But ultimately, that discipleship yields itself to a state of bliss. And I'm not talking about a far-out escapism of a external experience. I'm talking about a deep coherence around a connection with oneself, of creativity in the process of being a disciple. That's discipline. That becomes blisscipline. Now, this is what you're seeking. A level of discipline that provides an inner contact, so you have a blisscipline in what you're doing. Now, you mentioned that you've had some profound experiences of connectivity and unity and love, and you want to repeat those. No. When you go into meditation, you're not trying to repeat an old experience that you had. Every time you go into meditation, it's brand new. This is the first time. And if the experience that you had or encounter or revelation or realization is real, there's something called the fruit of the Spirit, which means if it's becoming integrated within you, the fruit of the Spirit is love. The fruit of the Spirit is peace. The fruit of the Spirit is kindness. The fruit of the Spirit is compassion, patience, forgiveness. You notice that you're changing. If there's a real inner encounter in which it feels like it was because you felt a deep sense of unity and love for all the beings around you. You don't try to repeat the experience, but you become aware where the fruit starts to grow. You find yourself more patient. You find yourself more loving, more at peace, less anxious, less anxiety. So you go back to what I said at the beginning. We enter into the temple of enlightenment with the awareness that we're already enlightened. We're just removing the obstacles. So when you have that experience, the obstacles were removed temporarily, you see. And so you'll begin to notice that the fruit seeps in. You may not come with all these lights and cameras, but you may notice you're a kinder person. You're more in integrity. You're more loving. You're more in the present moment with whatever you're doing. So I hope this is answering your question. You're not here to chase enlightenment. You're already enlightened. You're having a level of discipline that provides blisscipline. And you enter into everything as if for the first time, not chasing an old experience that you used to have. But you do notice the evidence of the encounter called the fruit. You don't pat yourself on the back about it. You just become aware something in you is changing. Windows are becoming clear. Perceptual windows. Patrick, have a beautiful day. Thank you for the question. I think it's going to help a lot of people. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful life. Peace and dynamic blessings. Many of you have written letters about how much you really appreciate the Take Back Your Mind podcast and the life questions. So appreciate those letters. Now, our particular program here, these episodes, it's powered by spiritual purpose, but it also has powerful sponsorship. The primary sponsor is Agape International Spiritual Center. So everything that goes on here, Agape is behind it. So what I want you to do, I want you to support the Take Back Your Mind podcast. Go to agapelive.com, make a donation, put a little indication that you're supporting the podcast in that donation, or text the word give to 424-321-6243. Write the word podcast so we know you're supporting this wonderful program of Take Back Your Mind. The secondary sponsor is Neutralize. This is the company that actually produces my particular supplemental line called Adaptozen. I have the super greens, I have the Elevate fermented mushrooms, and a number of other products that are emerging. Just go to Neutralize.com, find Adaptozen, and you know what? Uplift your spirit, uplift your body. Remember to share all of this with your friends and support our wonderful sponsor, Have a beautiful day. Peace and riches blessings, and welcome to the meditation portion of the Take Back Your Mind podcast. So I say to you today, here we grow again, which simply means that there's an unfolding process. We can call it growth and unfoldment. There's an unfolding process as we're practicing the art and science of meditation. What does that mean? We use the word unfoldment, or I like to use it, because it means that which is unfolding is already within. The seed carries the rose bush, and when the seed unfolds, a rose bush ultimately manifests or appears. There's nothing magical happening outside of the seed. The seed is unfolding. You are the image and likeness of the presence. You are an emanation of the Most High. Everything you can want and hope for and desire is really already loaded and coded within you as a gift from life itself. Life, capital L life, God, trusted you with all that God is. And now it must unfold. How does it unfold? A seed unfolds when it's in the proper condition and has the proper nutrients and sunlight. We unfold when we're in the proper condition. The sacred silence, monitoring our attention, having a deep feeling tone of gratitude. These are the proper conditions for perfect unfoldment. So we're going to take a few moments and we're going to meditate together and allow that which is already here to unfold. We're not chasing something out there, not trying to get a God out there to do something for us. God has already done everything by giving us life, and the full omnipresent life of God is in us, but it has to unfold. We have to participate. And this is how we're participating at this moment with the art and science of meditation. Turn within with me. The first thing I want you to do, I want you to choose a deep feeling tone of safety, a deep feeling tone of love, and a feeling tone of gratitude. Safety, love, and gratitude. These are qualities, not just events. These are qualities. Feel into you being safe. Feel into you surrounded by love. Feel into you being so grateful. If that's difficult, imagine what it would feel like if you were totally safe. Imagine what it would feel like if you were totally in love, in it. Imagine what it would feel like if you were totally grateful for anything at all. Now come into this space. And intend to have an expanded awareness of your oneness with life. This is called awakening. Intend it. You're sitting to wake up to the absolute truth that you're an emanation of divine life. Be still. Feel the vibrational condition of safety, love, and gratitude as you sit participating in your own unfolding, the art and science of sacred silence. still. Silent. And out of this silence, there emerges a great thank you. A great I give thanks for my life. I give thanks for these precious moments. I give thanks for any insights and revelations or ahas that will emerge through this awareness. It's all happening now. So it is. So you slowly open your eyes. Be aware that you are awareness itself. Stand in gratitude, love, safety. All is well. Peace and richest blessings. Have a beautiful, beautiful life. Your time is very valuable, so I want to thank you for tuning in to Take Back Your Mind. If you want to submit a life question, please do so. Email us at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com, and perhaps one day I'll be answering your question that will touch the lives of so many. If you've enjoyed the show, you might as well submit a 5-star review. You might as well tell your friends and family. Let's spread the love. Until we meet again, maintain your awareness. Take back your mind. Because when you take back your mind, you take back your life. Peace and blessings.